In Africa, poverty has a big part in our history, and to escape this history, it is basically on earning. Hence, the need to study and also learn new patterns and people's culture. Hello, good morning, and welcome to my channel Breaking Barriers with Jairus Elizabeth. So, this morning I'm bringing to you a new book. Mm, this book, let me just hold on. So, the title of this book is Smart Money Woman. Hmm, It's an African girl's financial journey, and it is written by Araise Ugo. I don't know if I pronounce it well, but that is the name. So when I graduated from school, I stayed home for a while, and coincidentally, I stumbled on this book online, and everybody was just talking about it. This book is this book was that, and I was like, "What is it about this book now?" So I decided to download it on PDF. Yes. So when I started, I read chapter one, chapter two, and see, I could not even leave this book. Anytime I leave it to do something else, I was like, what will be the next? What will be the? I was so anxious to know what's next. And to tell you the truth, after I finished reading this book, it changed my mentality about finance. It's changed everything. Like I had different reason about finance, and for every lady listening to me, I'm not going to do a. I'm not going to spoil this book. You will get this book by yourself and read it, and trust you will learn from it. So for every lady listening to me, I'm just going to list few points from each chapter. So it is advisable you get this book and read and digest on your own. And for guys, yes, there is something you will learn too. So get this book too and you will thank me later. So let's get to the business of today. So, Smart Money Woman tells a story about five friends, and their name is Zuri, Temi, Lara, Adesua, and Ladun. So, they get caught up into this financial constraint as their paycheck keep drowning into this lavish lifestyle they've put upon themselves. So this story has the setting of Lagos State, and it reflects the lives of middle class Nigerian women and the financial mistake they make. Arize did not only teach you how to invest, but also how to choose the right investments. So Areze uses her knowledge in economics and her experience in financial profession to break down complex money issues into simple, understandable, and readable content. So when reading this book, since it was about finance, I was expecting some calculations like now saying numbers, but instead what make it interesting and engaging was that at each chapter, at the end of each chapter, there was this activity she assigned to the reader, like you calculating your network, you thinking about debts, thinking about will. Now in Nigeria, it seems I'm forward. I'm so forward. I don't want to jump into it yet. You have to read it for yourself and know what the book is. But one thing I will say is that this book is interesting and fun to read, and it is engaging. So when you read, you should be ready to work on yourself as well. What if I lost my job today? What will I fall back to? This is a question that many people have answered in a very hard way. And we Nigerians, if not all over the world, we've passed through this before, because the COVID-19 period is a very good example for this. Yes, I wonder how people without savings survive that period. So for many people who live by paycheck to paycheck, no saving, no investment, and when they even try to make investments, they make wrong choices, who succumb to massive loss. Arize did not only teach you how to invest, but also how to choose the right investments. So, ladies, if you've been struggling how to budget for your money, learn from Arise. Read this book, Smart Money Woman. I just love the way this book talks about every little thing that we overlook, but they really matters. So to conclude, Arise did justice to this book. So back to the business of today. So we are reviewing the first chapter. Like I said, I'm not really saying the story, but you go and read it by yourself. So the topic to this chapter is broke. Yes, just broke, not two words. Broke. And you know, this chapter was the chapter Zuri found out how she was broke, no money, and she was even in debt. She was in debt. I don't know why I'm so dramatic today. According to this book, if you lost your primary source of income and you can't maintain the lifestyle you've accustomed to because you have no assets to fall back to, then you are definitely broke. Like Zuri, many people has built an expensive life they can't sustain because they continue to spend the money they earn. And that has made them build a revolving door for their money. We must dismiss the idea that we will always make more money. Yes, of course, that's our prayer. We will make more money. But what if all of a sudden we are no more physically or mentally healthy? In order to build wealth, this mentality has to change. Developing a wealthy mindset requires the understanding of its concepts. The way you will manage, invest, and spend 10 naira should be the way you will manage and invest or spend 10 million. For example, Zuri live in one of the best parts in Lagos State, have a decent job, and live the life that many people would dream of, like traveling for vacation, buying the latest and the expensive bags and clothes, being available for every single ashrebi in town when she was still very much single. Building wealth is far from that. It is all about how you keep, how you save, and it is about how your passive income is more than your active income. That's a topic for another day. So that leads to the end of our review for today. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please and please subscribe, like and comment. So have a good and a wonderful weekend ahead.